manages to land an ult onto you, you die, and you don't have tools to defend that particularly easily. What you can do is look to throw an ult towards the Skarner. I think Ashe Seraphine very good versus the Skarner on the whole. I'm really worried about how they play against the Fearless. It's only going to see it in one game in a series. I know that people like Fearless a lot, but it does have its negatives. Shanks doesn't have flash. Xian can get towards him. It won't be able to wall stun him. Doesn't have to draw him back a little bit. Can he get slow onto him? Yes, he can. Where's the flick back coming through? The distance does not give enough move speed to dodge through that, and Shanks has over-pushed a little too hard and will pay the cost for it. Anyone's Leisure, we're playing a bit of a full court press. Lanes to help Tarzan get ahead of Tien. That bit worked actually. He's got a red. I suppose that's now something that could be punished by level 6 Tarzan. Level 6 Hope coming up soon as well. Grub spawning under a minute. AL blowing that summoner. This is what we call cooldown economy. You want to fight with that cooldowns down. Air wants to fight during the service. The Impale comes through.
Massive value turning around now. As in they come. All the damage available to them. Shanks now in danger as well. Big shove. Shanks beginning to find himself in a challenging position.
Yeah, it's 1-for-1. Tarzan has his flash, and we did say, hey, they wanted to punish the AL would have liked, actually. 2 grubs now down. Smite still available. They do still have that Ashe arrow. That's an important thing to work around.
Tien doesn't have the ult. Will slide on forwards. Missing out on the route there is Kyle, of course, on the Seraphine. But the arrow you mentioned lands onto Ura. Doesn't really turn into all that much, so it's a decent stun, but no one can really follow up. So they throw some ults and about it. Can't quite find the angle they're looking for.
Tarzan also ends up blowing his flash too, out of the combo that was set up from Xiaohu. So AL now see Weibo with the 3 grubs. They got them that last time. Maybe looking for a continuation on the flare here. Doesn't have flash. Light has 6 though, can save him with the ults.
Oh, wonderful look there. But as you said, flash on him from Light brings them out.
Good games on him. This guy has been a real force of nature for Weibo. Often been someone they've focused on very hard to get ahead on the pick. Ult's coming through. Here comes the fight. There's flash from Hope. Uses it.
Had to find someone with the arrow there. Couldn't quite get it. Ends up having to burn that flash. TP now bot side. Encore flashed away from Tienta. Someone is blown, but no one dead.
Yeah, it means that the Encore doesn't extend. Now, not in the best position for himself. Breed doesn't have teleport. This would be a 4v5. Weibo, you sure you want this?
I'm thinking about it. Tien goes driving on through. The beat drop doesn't really land.
Oh,
Shanks! Still gets him the dragon nonetheless. Is forced to flash all the while though. The Ambess is still shoving topside.
Heal.
He's still looking for potential angle. Sees a desist into the root. Will mean a very dead Xiaohu gets bailed out. But to what end? He's gone. And they pick up at least a kill on the back end of it all.
A steal on the dragon earlier. Again. Has that heart steal. It's okay in terms of items. Down a level though. Tarzan's going to walk over. We get towards that back line. No flash on Hope, remember.
Goes in. Tarzan begins to run away. He's about to get jumped on here. Forced to flash in case an Impale came on through. The arrow also burned there. Hope a little bit trigger happy with those. Doesn't really hit anyone super valuable. The shockwave okay-ish.
Oh, he's popped over.
Is split in a very awkward position. The Weaver's Wall knocks him right back into everyone else, and he just dies for free.
Very good Weaver's Wall from Xiaohu. Honestly, Xiaohu on the Aurora last game was pretty impactful too. It's clear the champion, which has been a comfort pick for many mid laners for many years. Good value there.
All the while, Hope is mid lane. TP's coming on through. Hang on, how's Tarzan taking turret aggro? What?
Your guess is as good as mine. Breathe can't save the turret. Tarzan is executed, but that means that their fed jungler is not here to defend the team. Grubs used by Weibo. Choosing not to immediately set up for Dragon, so get this gold on the tower while it's available. Xiaohu recalling, getting his second item potentially. Oh, not second item, but getting components for his next item. Completed.
What is he doing?
That's a good question. He was in the enemy jungle, I guess, looking for people walking around. Ren now getting started up. Now he'll appear in the pit.
Teleport begins to play. He's in the pit. Got a Vault Breaker charge. Trying to hold on to it as long as he can. The arrow lands onto Tien. Goes starting on forward. But the Dragon is secured with the Ren combo. And so Weibo Gaming denied the Dragon setup.
And of course, Skarner can just position. And I think that time is starting to tick closer towards 0.
Obviously, you've got the Enchanter and the Seraphine. You've still got the Ashe, the Orianna. Not exactly bad scalers, but be easy here.
Can't protect the tower.
Yeah.
Lurking in the water. More like a submarine, really. They go past that vision line now. And now Xiaohu, does he know? Can he ult out?
Here comes the arrow. Doesn't quite land. Flash for the season. Getting dragged with the turret. Tarzan going very deep with the shockwave on top. Equality. Encore comes on through. There is no equalizer, of course. But the line skill shot still comes on through. And Tarzan.
That's a lot of ults used.
That in they go to the back line, though, with that perfect execution. Public, I apologize. Not with Carly this time around. Ura eats a lot of damage back, though. My days. Just about survives.
Well, assumed that they were safe on that side of the map. Erha does have the hostile takeover. That ultimate needs to be key. Shank's taking a lot of damage. Remember, they're getting shredded by the Aftercard.
Breathe looking for an angle, doesn't have the ult necessary. Also really low. Hostile takeover comes across many. Breathe into the backside. Will take down one. Atakan still spawning. They're just running at them all. They try to get some damage. Flanberg does nothing. He's got no mana. What do you even do as an Italy at this point? And Atakan just taken by Weibo Gaming. Say about clearing this wave, I think, so this tier 2. Likely to fall without much to be said.
3 grubs make it really, really easy, doesn't it? Not sure why Shaohu's gone for the Bloodlet's Curse second, by the way. That is a decision of all time.
I noticed that, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, that's... Look, I saw Humanoid do it. I didn't like it on him either. Shanks will take down that top lane outer turret, and he'll get some gold back for himself. Currently
lurking in the shadows, it feels like.
You wait for a mistake. You have to wait for a mistake, whilst also not committing one yourself. Hope caught out by the public execution. And Hope is gone.
Nice angle indeed, and he will die. It's a good encore, but where's the damage? The shockwave is solid, but no one really dies. The Fate's Call kept alive. They are running out of damage here.
And now they don't have their AD carry. They don't have their encore. They don't have their shockwave. Dragon's up in 2 minutes, but I don't think that's going to be the angle of attack. Weibo, if they want, they could go towards the Baron right now. I don't see a reason why they shouldn't. Breathe going to get jumped on, but I don't think they win this fight.
They do land a decent feed drop, but it means nothing.
It doesn't matter. They don't win.
No one cares about your hot number 1. Breathe jumps over the wall and says, I will just step all over you instead. That's the plan. And Besser gets the kill onto Tarzan. They lose mid jungle.
So showcasing just why, just how we respect this player and this champion so much. Ale will walk over for a contest, but it's against a Rend, it's against the Smite. You don't have one yourself. Not much to do here.
Trying to find something. Flandre gets hand shook. TP's beginning to fly. Euro's a little low, but that's really not the end of the world. As the Baron's gone down, flash away from Hope, but to what end? A flash on 4 for the seismic shove, and Hope is dead again. Kyle, where do you run? There's nowhere to go. You're running towards the enemy Nexus. And that's all well and good, but you can't get there, can you? As Light picks up another 30 seconds on Dragon, and they got Baron on top of it all.
Weibo's strategy this game to say, look, screw the early Dragons, let's get an advantage to Breathe, has worked out so well. Flandre, this Nidalee has done nothing this game. 1 kill participation in 27 minutes, being down 2,000 gold. That's not the Nidalee top lane you want. Tarzan caught out again. The game's falling apart. It has totally fallen apart.
And the watershed moment has happened, and now the dam broken. As the flood of Weibo Gaming rushes across the map. Breathe topside will claim a tier 2. Dragon spawning now. Wave shoved everywhere. And strike back of the game.
Tarzan and crew had a ambitious plan for this game. Get so far ahead early, invade, get a huge arrows landing, but that's a good stealth. Mikhail's actually from Arrow, good reactions there.
Jack, mate.
Of course, with the whatchamacallit, the Mikhail's has a slight delay on it too, so you have to self-cast it before it hits you. Capture onto Tien, who's here.
Flash the handshake onto the Seraphine. Doesn't need all that much. The hostile takeover, not fantastic, but the Fate's Call will keep alive. What more can anyone actually find? They've gotten something here. They're trying to find a moment as the seismic shove comes on down onto Kyle, who does just get absolutely eviscerated. Bloodletter's Curse stacking. Apparently not bad there in the 1v1, but immediately turned around by Tarzan and gets one. Shockwave pulls multiple back. Goes down. Public execution in the backside will at least claim Tarzan. They're going to keep running as there's only 2 members remaining. Light and Breathe caught onto the turret. Where's Light?
Breathe can still win this, by the way.
You can certainly look to his Light. I'm not so sure about getting slowed down now by the massive damage, certainly from a Shadow Flame completion on Shanks. Another kill picked up, and at least anyone's legend gets something at the back end.
They're trying to keep together as a big unit, because that's the only time they're safe. They will take an outer turret. Currently, though, getting pushed in the middle. Remember, this is what happened to Weibo last game. You go one side, we have the 3 grubs, we'll push in the other.
Oh, resetting and sending everyone back. I don't know whether they should do, but they are bringing everyone back to base, and the inhibitor turret is at least going to go. And now they've reset
to Mariano to multiple people. Tien's pushing bot side. There was potentially an engagement, but the arrow misses. Hope. Again. Not been accurate with them this game.
Base under siege. Now looking at turns now. Tien gets run at. Eats a fair amount of damage there, actually. And they're not on the dragon first. All the while, though, Breathe is just winning the game. Inhibitors going down.
Teleporting now. Here comes the wall.
The encore comes on through. Traded out with a potential hostile takeover available to turn around. Shockwave still up. There's the hostile takeover we talked about. Is there goes the Seraphine down, and Breathe in the backline. Just Drakehound steps all over them. Begins to lacerate and slam some more down. Hope alone does not spring eternal. His ankles are broken. Tarzan now needs to run away, but Hexol was claimed all the while. And the game is over. We are going to 2. 1 apiece. Weibo Gaming just buying some time. The rest of their members head into the base, and Tarzan has nowhere to go.
Anyone's legend. They're going to keep... try and keep Tarzan alive. The alley-oop as he'll get over towards his own side of the map. That actually might mean the game doesn't end here, by the way. Dragon Hextech Soul as well. The attack speed and the cooldown available for the team is absolutely insane. Tarzan is on a flank, does have flash, does have ultimate. Misses the Q onto her.
Gonna potentially turn around, flashes away. Baron's still being DPS'd. Alion's Legends need to find their way in, down to 3,000 HP, and they've got no stacks in it, but it doesn't matter. Baron secure, perfect execution to the backline, and Breeze begins to pop. They throw an encore, it's not bad, but Hope is dead, and that means a lot more for Weibo Gaming. Breeze continues to keep pouncing. The Drake Scepter good, that shockwave would have been lovely if you had anyone else to get some damage down. Kyle, the last man alive, and he's not going to be alive for all that much longer. The beat is dropped, and so is the game.
On the red. 2 games of blue side wins so far. Anyone's Legend, our number 2 seed. Maybe a bit of sweat. Weibo took down the 3rd seed just before them. We're going to an even series. The script perhaps revisiting itself.
More things change, the more they stay the same. Weibo Gaming engage in playoffs. Managed to right the wrongs of game 1.
Even series, it is Weibo. Much better team fighting from this game.